We're back. Oh boy. So, not in the library.
And what's this supposed to be?
Security footage?
Ian, this is a photo from the college library's surveillance camera. It proves you couldn't have been here all evening writing.
At least 20 people who were here can vouch for me.
And the security camera can't.
Nice try, lad. But a pub full of half-drunk college students doesn't make for a very good alibi. You could easily have slipped out and then back in without anyone noticing, which is exactly what you did.
Yeah, that's about right. Including the are you sure they'd only be half drunk? They're college students. I'm pretty sure at least half of those are full drunk.
I guess the camera never lies. Well, I knew my father was in town to see the manuscript. I saw him pass by the pub, so I slipped out and followed him to the library. We had an argument there, but he was alive when I left him to come back here.
You have to feel a little sorry for Ian. I mean, it sounds like his father was a complete and utter douche.
An argument? About what?
Use your imagination!
Personal stuff. The old man always thought too much of himself. We went back and forth for a while, then I just stormed out. I don't know what went down in there after that.
There is a little bit of sadness in this. I mean, you know, like Ian and his father not getting along and his father basically being a prick. But the silliness that, like, is with this is just fucking insane. I mean, on top of stuff like, you know, my father was an asshole and I just wanted to, I guess, get some closure or some answers from him, basically. And, you know, we of course argued and he's kind of a douche, he's too full of himself. We have the Panther of the Force and the fact that the character issues I just mentioned has the voice of a demented drunk leprechaun. Like, it's not even stereotypical Irish, it's just, what the fuck? So, there's a weird...
I've seen mountains just like the one in this travel brochure somewhere. Maybe I should compare the two.
Do we have a new suspect? Because I think I remember where I saw those mountains. To be fucking...
Oh, I see you found one of my old vacation photos.
You had it probably prominently displayed on the fireplace. That isn't finding it, that's I can see it right there.
Connor, when you said you've never been to Switzerland, you were lying, weren't you?
Why would I have need to lie? Do you think you can prove that I've been there? Ah, that.
Yes, that.
Mr. Healy, I thought you told us that you'd never been to Switzerland.
Yeah.
If that's so, then I wonder how you explain this picture of you there. The mountains in the background are the same as the ones in this travel brochure.
Go with the it was a fake backdrop excuse.
It would be easy enough to check your passport and your travel history.
Okay, fair
Unless
enough.
you'd like to save us the trouble.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. I did go to Switzerland, and I met with Christensen while I was there. He was the most knowledgeable expert in document authentication I'd ever met. So I asked him to come have a look at the Joyce manuscript.
Okay, that's innocent enough. You know, instead of, him hearing about it, you asked him.
I see. And did you meet with him yesterday after he arrived?
To be honest, yes, I did. Just very briefly at his hotel room. He gave me this for safekeeping. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it must be a key of some sort.
Ooh, I know exactly what that is. Panther of the Force. I'm never getting over that. So, okay, we're not gonna get heart-wrenching. She killed him, her friend killed him, no fair, that's not what I wanted. We got something a bit safer. Okay, for some reason my mouse is being weird. Oh, they want the toothpaste. So I'm guessing they want the hairdryer. No, I don't want to delete all the progress I made. Oh, there it is. I'm more afraid of like clicking down there and like losing all the progress. That's why I'm like being kind of weird.
The James Joyce letter that Christensen had hidden in the closet is missing. I have a hunch just who took it. I've been seeing this mysterious letter H everywhere. I should find one of those notes and compare them.
Use the clue to crack the picture code. Use a dictionary to match the symbols with their corresponding letters. Ah, so the first letter... so this would be an M. Meet me at...
Stay out of this, you lot!
Not another move, Mr. Healy.
Do not hit the leprechaun!
I'll take that cane, mate. Hand it over slowly.
Please! How?
The little punk was blackmailing me.
Between your hair and his accent, I'm the one who can blackmail either one of you.
Ian, are you all right?
Which is a reasonable response because he was the one threatened with the cane.
I am now. He was going to kill me. And he killed my father.
I thought you hated your father.
He may have tried to kill you, but he didn't murder your father. And as far as blackmail goes, you were blackmailing both Mr. Healy and your father.
Bum bum. What-oh.
What is the meaning of this?
Now I'm confused. Hey, Jessica, clarification, please. Find the words of the clipping that match those in the photograph. Oh, it's a word search. Oh my god. We can just do this. This is me being stupid, but yeah. So, some opportunity surprised. That one I actually saw. I'm okay at word searches, but this is just... I do want to get this done a little faster so I don't feel like searching all day. Which I'm going to be doing. I get the gut feeling that we are getting close to the end of the case, too. Ah.
Fine. You've got me. We were in it together, Johann, his son Ian, and me. We came up with the hoax to pass off a forgery as an undiscovered work of James Joyce.
Apparently, father and son were not as estranged as Ian would have us believe.
I commissioned Johann to produce the forgery, which I then discovered. Johann was to authenticate it, the manuscript would be sold, and we'd split the profits neat and tidy. But just as everything was coming together, Ian decided to blackmail both of us.
Yes, Johann tried to force Colleen to give him access to the manuscript, not to examine it, but to steal it back, to protect himself from his son's blackmail threats. How did your father die, Ian?
I followed him to the library. We argued. I pushed him. And he fell, hitting his head on the manuscript's display case. It was an accident.
Oops.
You, Mr. Healy, broke into Johann's hotel room to destroy any correspondence linking you as partners. And when Ian didn't drop his extortion demands, you lured him here to kill him.
So Healy was...
And later, when Seamus found Christensen's body, he feared Colleen was somehow responsible for his death, and struck him with the trophy to cover up the first wound.
You have no proof that I was ever in Johann's hotel room.
I do. Thanks to this letter you have framed here, Mr. Healy. It's the same one that went missing from Johann's belongings. If your love for Joyce hadn't turned your fingers sticky, you might have gotten away with this one.
That's all I need to see. Come along, you two.
I think
James Joyce summed it up best. The actions of man are the best interpreters of their thoughts.
And that's it. That is the end of Murder, She Wrote 2. Return to Cabot Cove and to Ireland. Now to roll the credits. Wow, I called that one, the ending for that. Like, I didn't call that one, actually. Now, that particular last case, I'm going to take my headphones off so I'm not, like, hearing myself talk. I think Ian should get a lighter sentence because apparently he accidentally killed his mom. He didn't mean to do it, he wasn't intending to. There was no intent. It was just, he kind of pushed him and he panicked and he ran, and then Seamus made it worse. So Seamus does have a crime on him, but it's tampering with a crime scene rather than murder. And Healy was actually going to kill somebody to protect himself. He was not protect himself as in self-defense, protect himself as in he was going to kill this kid so he wouldn't get in trouble for the forgery, which, when you think about it, is a bad plan, because to be perfectly honest, then he'd have the murder on the kid because he'd be using his cane, and that would still lead to the blackmail thing because that would be his motive unless he doesn't really claim the kid attacked him or something. So it sounds like Christensen wasn't really a documentary officer. He was basically a forgery dude, which is why he was being investigated, and now he's dead, and we found one of his partners, and now they're under arrest, and his son's under arrest, and the Panther didn't do jack, diddly, or squat. He wasn't our partner through the investigation. The Michael character was, who is an old friend of Jessica's, and that was interesting and cute. But at least he wasn't arresting everyone. So he's kind of the second therapist, only because he wasn't jumping to every conclusion in the book, and some of his mistakes made a lot of sense because of the circumstances, i.e. James saying, yes, I did it, when he didn't, and Jessica kind of had to rein it in a little bit. because, let's be honest, that did sound a little too easy, but at the same time, it was kind of weird. But yeah, that was Murder, She Wrote, as the credits have told us, and yes, the voice actors, I believe, all returned. They sure as hell sounded the same. And yeah, pretty much 4 characters from the original game did pop up. Jessica herself, which was required for Murder, She Wrote, Mort, Seth, and Vern, interestingly enough. Which makes me think that, if they do a third one, more like those 4 will probably come back. I think Vern is a regular character then, so he's never, like, Vern will never be somebody who kills somebody in this universe. So, but he'll always end up like as a suspect because that's just the way it works. So, and Vern did do breaking and entering, which was not good, but he didn't kill anyone, and he was doing it for a fairly legit reason comparatively. It's weird. It's like a weird situation. But yeah, that was Murder, She Wrote. Hopefully you enjoyed. It was an interesting little game. It was a strange little game. It was a fun little game, and it was a game that I would play again. So yes, 10 out of 10 would play. I'm just surprised I didn't remember it. I now know I did finish it because I did remember the Ireland thing once I saw it. I'm like, oh yeah. I kind of hope that if they do a third one, they will have the long cases, but they have more of them too. I would keep the typewriter mechanic because that was actually kind of cool. Maybe a little better animation is like the only thing I'd request, like as a complaint. But this seems like a game series that would evolve with technology. And that's it. That is the Return to Cabot Cove. See you guys later.